Filming yourself. This is hard for a lot of people. You might get anxious. You might be worried about what to say, how to say it, where to record, how to record, what even to start with. And hopefully in this video, you take away a few things that just get you over that curve that is stopping you from setting up the camera and recording in the first place. Making videos is a really intimate way for people to understand you. It's also a great way to get your voice and how you talk about certain subjects across in a much different light than if it's just written. I feel like talking, making eye contact with a lens that doesn't talk back, it's hard, but over time, you start to build a different relationship with your audience, which is, words can't even describe how phenomenal that is. Number one, make it so easy for yourself to click record. Don't put your camera in a Pelican case. Don't put it in your closet. Don't tuck it away under your bed or leave it in a different room. Where you work most of the day, if you work from home, bring your camera with you and set it up in a spot that it is always looking at you. Most of you might know that I work at this desk, and for a lot of my shots, my camera is set up right here or here in front of this desktop monitor right there. Make it so easy that even when your camera isn't turned on, you get that subconscious feeling like the lens is watching you. Over time, it gets easier, I promise. And you probably heard it a million times, but you have to get a lot of reps in. And I think another point to that is getting reps in without everything being so scripted. When I was making my first videos, I was trying to read off a script, and I would have to redo the videos 100 times before I could figure out what I wanted to say, because I was trying to make it all so perfect. And in result, I never actually let myself talk. I never let myself speak like I normally speak. I was trying to perform for this structured version that maybe I didn't even fully 100% agree with. So my recommendation is set it up in a spot that is easy to record. And when you get recording, don't try to script everything out so perfect. A lot of times, I don't even know what I'm going to say 2 seconds before I hit record. So practice that. Number two, similar to number one, find an environment that puts you in a spot where you know the conditions, you know the lighting, you know that at this time of the day there's going to be natural light from this window and that window, so that you don't have to keep guessing. It is so turnkey that the environment you set up, the other scenario of this is get a studio light, close all your blinds, make it pitch black in there, and then have everything in a spot where when you sit there, the lights are on. It's your zone. You don't have to think, like when I sit at this desk, I know this mic is right here and I can plug in and talk without having to worry about setting up every time. That way, it's about the 1,000 reps here. Make it that easy, again, to record yourself. The last one comes down to more mentality, in my opinion. It is the whole reason I started these one-take videos in the first place. But don't worry so much about messing up. Don't worry so much about over-editing things. There are certain skills that you want to develop, I feel, as your time as a content creator, it's like training for your first competition or training to run a marathon. You want to get a lot of reps and make it sustainable. I think that now it's easier than ever to think that everything has to be hype driven. There has to be all these effects and this sales funnel there, and this, like, the overemphasis on everything having to be optimized, in my opinion, is ruining a lot of creativity and a lot of natural conversation that we used to have in social. So don't over edit anything. Actually, keep some of the stuff that you would normally cringe over, or when you notice yourself using filler words after every other sentence, notice it and still publish it anyways. You're using it as a practice and a documentation of every time I say like, and I said, 30 times the other day, but you can notice when you use those things, and then you can make right on them moving forward. But by removing them, by acting like they're not there all the time, I feel like it does you a disservice in a lot of ways. So the last piece of it is keep it messy. Make it really easy for yourself, both in your camera placement and your environment. And then keep parts that you would normally take out because you're embarrassed. That is the formula, in my opinion. And over time, you're going to develop new skills that you never even knew you had. And that's all. I'm going to get back to doing some shit. We just did a huge UI update on one of my apps, and I think now it's time to hit the gas a little bit. There's a few product lessons that I learned over time, and it's really cool to watch how similar to this, it's like, oh, that's the sauce there, or that's the next step of this. So you have to learn these things along the way, that there's just no better teacher than not knowing what you don't know. Peace.